All right. Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy to have you here. Just a little introduction. We're meditating here every day and just now actually making it a little bit more public, uploading it to YouTube in the future, doing some lives. But this is a community for meditation, working with the living light energy and the unified chakra, which is one of the uh, in my humble opinion, most important meditation techniques to bring us into alignment with spirit, with our energy work on a bigger level. So, welcome. Thank you for being here. And I just want to introduce you to Melissa, my co host, Melissa Crane, Dr. Melissa Crane. And we have been leading meditations together. And Melissa is an amazing healing artist channel and will grace us with her unified chakra and a channel meditation thereafter. So, Melissa, maybe you can introduce yourself just a little bit and also say what you have going on.
Of course. Thank you, Karina. Hi, everyone. So, yeah, a little bit about my background. You know, before this whole world began to transform and evolve and shift, I was a chiropractor, massage therapist, energy healer, and I decided to, well, I was not really decided, it was a calling to take the philosophy of chiropractic and raise it to a higher perspective onto a more spiritual level. The philosophy being, removing interference from the nervous system and through adjustments through the spine, it helps one's body to function optimally, all of the systems of the body to function optimally. And it's all about coming into that alignment and removing the interference. And I was seeing through working with people on a daily basis, these collective energies coming into play, which was really more so about coming now into alignment with one's highest expression of their soul, coming into alignment with their higher self, with spirit, with source. And the interference, rather than it being just upon the nervous system on a physical level, the interference being our limiting beliefs, our anything that's causing us to pull outside of our center heart based path of being. So I love serving in group settings these days. I love, since I do work so closely with the collective energies, with the living light, I realize that I can work with more than one more than one person at a time. And so I love creating spaces and holding new moon ceremonies, which will be coming up on April 20th. And I always encourage people that if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, which I do offer those sessions, to check out first these circles and see what you can receive through the amazing, energy that comes in, the healing energy that comes in, even though it's in a group setting. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm grateful, Karina, for this community to, keep this new version of myself continue to evolve and to show up for others in this new way.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much. I am so excited to always, have you here and support this community as you have done. And I think it's time to be more out there for both of us. And so starting with the unified chakra, I learned the unified chakra technique from my teacher Zaz, co-author of the book What is Light Body? And it was after my spontaneous activation into the living light energy that I read in a book, that the Unified Chakra Technique, it was referenced in that book as well, that this is the technique that really helps us to connect into the very high dimensional energies. And it's sort of advanced spiritual work, but the way it wants to be spread is through these settings, meditations, transmissions. And in the beginning, it took a long time because it was just, with the gong and like bringing it in through the gong. And there were certain things that would bring it in more. And then over the course of 7-8 years, it became more permanent, so that now it's something that we can really work with. And of course, Melissa had a same experience and is going through a parallel process with that energy. And I'm so grateful that we met and that we're able to offer this work together in this way. So starting with the unified chakra, if you don't understand a word, don't let the mind interfere. Just be very present, if you will, and just allow your left side of the brain, your logic mind, to just go somewhere else for the next 20-30 minutes, and then really embrace this process through autosuggestion, through developing the heart chakra and unifying the chakras in a harmonious way with the collective unconscious as well, because this is really how the unified chakra is helping the collective through bringing it in with our consciousness into this process. And so no further ado, Melissa, take it away. Thank you so much. And I'm going to mute myself now and I'm going to leave you the stage. Thank you.
Thanks, Karina. So I was feeling into, as always, before every Thursday, of where this meditation or transmission is likely to go, and just feeling into the energies, as the current energies is really what's most available to us in the current now to look at, to feel into, to acknowledge, to look at that layer within ourselves, so that we can come more into alignment with where we are heading, essentially. And during this week, we are traversing the gate of the 42nd gene key. And the 42nd gene key is titled Letting Go of Living and Dying. The shadow is expectation, the gift is detachment, and the city is celebration. And I'm just going to read a couple things that I've highlighted within this, because it's so, I just want to say brilliant, as how Richard Rudd was given this information. And of course, it makes sense as with the wheel of the astrology, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'll begin with the shadow of the 42nd gene key is waiting at the expectation station. And this is just all about waiting for our lives to improve, waiting to do this, that, or the other thing until the perfect time, when really there is only the now. There's no perfect time to do anything. And not only that, I was feeling into the expectations that not only do we place upon ourselves, but the expectations then that we have of others. And the other thing that Richard Rudd says in the 42nd gene key says, this is the gene key that literally programs us to die, and it exists in every living cell as a built-in design for decay. The notion of time and your response or reaction to its passing is rooted profoundly in the 42nd gene key, which closes all natural life cycles, and in particular, the 7-year cycle of growth and decay. The most powerful 7-year cycles are the ones that appear to govern cellular generation within the human body. And I love this, having that chiropractor in my background, of having the the physicality of this work being brought in, because really there are so many layers to us, right, than our skin and bones. And we learn this, that we really are these bridges and links between spirit and the earth. And by the time we feel something within our body, it's passed through so many different layers. It's passed through our causal bodies of the energetic body, the spiritual body, the mental body, the emotional body, all of these different things, until it finally sits into our physical body, where we can feel it, where we can really not ignore it anymore. And he goes on to say that all cellular life begins with the 3rd gene key and ends with this 42nd gene key. Now, it's amazing how this whole system was set up, because as the sun moves into the next degrees is that gate of the 3rd. And so currently we're in this gate of accepting death, essentially death of old versions of ourself, death of ways of being, right? Death of these old versions had the expectations. So it's the letting go of the living and dying, and then we move into the 3rd gene key as a rebirth of coming from this new clean slate, or this new way of being, with the purity and the innocence of a child. So I think what makes it really worth noting is that, yes, the 3rd gene key will always be after this 42nd, week by week, but there isn't always a new moon that we'll be experiencing along with this 3rd gene key, much less a solar eclipse. So this time that we're in right now is really, really rich for this transformation, for this letting go, for this shedding of our old selves that don't have a part in where we're going, but to honor that and to celebrate that. And that's where, Richard comes into the city of detachment, this gift of the gift of detachment, the city of celebration. And it's just allowing ourselves to be in this moment, receiving that gift of feeling it all, of not having an expectation of it has to be this way, that way, or otherwise. Some other things that were coming to me was for us to reflect upon how our expectations close down our hearts. And so this week leading up to the new moon, perhaps we will be met with some triggers for this shedding to continue to happen, this cleansing, this purging, this release. because, you know, we're meant to be in relationship with other people. We're meant to be in this harmonious flow. But sometimes I'm sure we can all agree that we have expectations around, the way we think it's going to be, and then we're let down, which leads to us not trusting perhaps the other person. Could lead to us not trusting in our own self, in our own capability, in our own power. And so we start to build this wall up, this thick skin, and not reach out to others, or not do a thing that, we're called to do because of all of these past expectations and how they didn't come to, they weren't at what we thought they should be. So invitations, letting go of the expectations of others that were based upon these outdated belief systems or wounds and shadows. Invitation to see others in their new skin and their higher self, just as we are shedding these skins and really coming into a new version of ourselves, to recognize that other people are doing the same. And so when we step up to the plate to then try something new, to not allow our old past wounds to get in the way of creating the harmony and balance and flow with other individuals. It's really asking us to see everyone, including ourselves, in our highest light, in our power, and that knowing that we all have the ability to change, and because that is the only thing that is constant. And the shadow talks about that, when we don't allow change to happen, that's just cutting off the natural cycle of life and death, that deep fear of change. And so clinging on to old ways of being, which just aren't there anymore. Or the reactive nature being where cutting off cycles before it even has a chance to reach its full completion. So it's like this fear of not even wanting an expectation to be met or not met, just cutting it off and then having to recycle or to repeat a pattern and a cycle. This invitation to really allow things to take its full course. And so we can be reborn, renewed, refreshed. And, for us to be gentle with ourselves in the process. Because if you can imagine having that new skin, having sloughed off a layer of our skin, there can be that sensitivity. We can feel that vulnerability of wanting to protect it. It could hurt. And so the invitation is to nurture that side of ourselves and to say it's okay, and to continue to keep going, to let yourself know that you are safe and that you are ready to continue climbing up to new heights, even though those new heights are unfamiliar and it could feel very, you could feel unsure. It's up to our own selves to let us know that, to give us that certainty. And these practices that we do every day with the unified chakra, this helps us to attune into that even more, to attune to spirit, to feel spirit, to come into our center, to know that we are these divine radiant beings of light. And that we are fully capable, and this is what we signed up for. This is what we came here for. Let me just check if there's anything else I want to say before we get going. Okay. So what I'd like to offer to set the stage for this meditation is the cleansing of the mental body as well as the emotional body, to really continue this purification of these two layers of our existence that have held a lot of emotional and energetic debris that really needs to be sloughed off, and to allow these new skins, right? I'm seeing it like just these clear, transparent skins to merge and integrate with our physical body within our heart. So keeping that in mind as we bring in the energies after the Unified Chakra Technique, to really see this dense debris being cleansed away from our field. And so let us find a seated position where we are comfortable with our spine straight. Chin slightly tucked. Engaging your core. And just bringing your awareness to the center of the crown of your head and the tip of your tailbone. And as if your spine was a strand of pearls connecting these 2 points. Feeling this heavenly hand from above lift up on this string ever so slightly to remove any slack. And just to feel that length, that centeredness, making any minute shifts within your body to find that center point. And bringing your awareness to your heart, maybe even putting your fingertips on your heart. To connect into your physical body, your sense of touch. And remembering that no matter what is said, if it's not understood, trusting that your soul knows what to do with the energy, the frequency, the tones coming through. Setting your intention to open your heart and open your mind and receive that which is in your highest good to receive in this moment. The highest good of all involved. Calling upon Mother, Father, God, Holy Spirit, asking to be surrounded in pure white light, creating a sacred space for this healing meditation transmission to occur, calling upon all of the angels and heavenly realms, the ascended masters, teachers, and all of our guides. Please be here with us. Please protect us and guide us in every direction, on every level, on every plane of existence. Please, Spirit, please help to raise our vibrational frequency high enough to receive this light that we are requesting now, that is in our highest good and in the highest good of all involved, with ease and grace, honoring the four directions and the elements of north and the earth, to the east and air, to the south and fire, and to the west and water. Please, Spirit, please help us to find our center and to recalibrate to our true north that is in resonance with our high heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please, Spirit, please allow me to be the clearest channel I can be to facilitate these energies that are being requested now for the highest good of all involved. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. I breathe in light through the center of my heart, opening my heart into a beautiful ball of light, allowing myself to expand. I breathe in light to the center of the legacy in the middle of my sacrum, opening the legacy into a beautiful ball of light. I move the legacy into the heart, allowing myself to expand. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my throat chakra and my solar plexus chakra in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my brow chakra and my navel chakra in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my crown chakra and my base chakra in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my astral, electromagnetic, and causal bodies in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my alpha chakra 8 inches above my head and my omega chakra 8 inches below my spine. I allow the waves of Metatron to move between these 2 points. I vibrate the waves within, through, and around my body into my astral, electromagnetic, and causal bodies, perfectly attuning them into one unified field of light. I create the kingdom. I am a unity of light. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my 8th chakra above my head and my upper thighs in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I allow my emotional body to merge with my physical fields. I am a unity of light. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my ninth chakra above my head and my lower thighs in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I allow my mental body to merge with my physical fields. I am a unity of light. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my 10th chakra above my head and my knees in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I allow my spiritual body to merge with my physical fields, creating the throne. I am a unity of light. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my 11th chakra above my head and my upper calves in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I allow the oversoul to merge with the throne. I am a unity of light. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my 12th chakra above my head and my lower calves in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I allow the Christ oversoul to merge with the throne. I am a unity of light. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my 13th chakra above my head and my feet in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I allow the I am oversoul to merge with the throne. I am a unity of light. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, allowing the light to expand, encompassing my 14th chakra above my head and to below my feet in one unified field of light within, through, and around my body. I allow the Keter Oversoul to merge with the throne. I am a unity of light. I breathe in light to the heart of the legacy, and I ask that the highest level of my spirit and the divine presence radiate forth from the throne in the heart of the legacy, filling the kingdom completely. I radiate forth throughout this day. I am a unity of light. I am a unity of spirit. And now grounding multidimensionally, imagining a thick line of light extending upwards through our spine from the point of the Omega chakra, 8 inches below our spine. Seeing this thick line of light extend upwards through the center of our being, encompassing each and every vertebrae, all the way up through the crown of our head, up, 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 to the highest part of the unified field. grounding into the vastness of our spirit and allowing our spirit to stabilize us. And now imagining 12 lines of light from the point of the Omega Chakra, 8 inches below our spine, extending downwards, opening up around our feet like a cone. Seeing that 13th line down through the center. Seeing these lines of light anchor into the planetary hologram, stabilizing us across the parallel realities. That 13th line anchoring in to the sacred heart of Mother Earth, extending down through the Earth Star chakra, sensing how we are this beautiful vessel of light, a vessel allowing us to receive and to pour from. And I'm seeing right now the great central sun of Sirius streaming through the stargate through our sun. This great central sun offering neutrinos, new light streams, for us to receive and to allow to move through our bodies. And imagining this stream of light shining down upon us. This cleansing, healing plasma light. And entering from the uppermost part of our unified fields, coming in, trickling in, streaming in, till it reaches our 9th chakra, where we allow our emotional body, our mental body to merge. And seeing this sphere be infused with this light. Seeing this light pass through the permeable skin of the membrane. Seeing this golden light begin to spread all across this membrane of our mental body. Seeing these swirls and ribbons of gold and white. And seeing how it continues to fill this sphere, encapsulating any dense energetic debris floating within this bubble, within this mental body. And seeing how this light gathers this debris and brings it right into our center, imagining this center column like a funnel. Like a drain. With this beautiful crystal clear light streaming down the center. Cleansing and purifying this beautiful waterfall just flowing right down our center. And all of this debris swirling around, just being gathered and brought into this waterfall of crystal clear light. Breathing, allowing your breath to assist. With every inhale, expanding this light, and exhaling anything that is no longer serving our highest good. Exhaling it all right into the center. Asking for archangelic assistance. And continuing with this cleansing of our mental body. Bringing your awareness into your headspace. Feeling this movement, sensing this movement between the different hemispheres of the brain, left and right. Through each and every lobe, the parietal lobes, the temporal lobes, back and forth through the frontal lobe to the occipital lobe, down into the cerebellum, the amygdala, the thalamus, brainstem. Sensing this intersection of light from lobe to lobe, right to left, front to back, this intersection at the pineal gland. Finding our still point, our middle point, asking Spirit to help us find neutrality, non-reaction, no expectation, just clearing the slate, asking Spirit for assistance to clear our minds, calling upon purity Elohim to create this beautiful sphere of light circling this white sparkling energy, spiraling around and around and around. To allow our thoughts to be pure, to allow our thoughts to be guided by the heart, to be innocent once more, to allow our thoughts stem from love, nourished with sweetness and joy. Allowing all expectations to be neutralized. Expectations placed upon ourselves, expectations of outcomes, expectations that we place upon others. Allowing them to dissolve into this plasma light, to be washed away. Allowing ourselves to be truly open to each and every experience, to embrace the childlike mind of curiosity and wonder. Remembering how the child has no intention of manipulation or control. The innocent, pure child merely thinks from that pure, innocent space of curiosity. Allowing any scars, rips, or tears in our field from wounds of expectations to be soothed by this beautiful, healing, golden white light. And allowing this waterfall of light continue all the way down our spine. Bringing your awareness now to your body to feel each and every cell of your being light up. To be infused these new light streams, allowing this light to pass through the cellular membranes and then all the way down our body, down into our root, rooting down into the earth, through our Omega chakra, through the Earth Star chakra, into the sacred heart of Mother Earth. And merging your energy with Mother Gaia, receiving her love, knowing that we are safe, secure, grounded. And allowing this energy to come up through our feet, our legs, our hips, our belly, finding its way to the center of our heart. The seed point of our legacy. Sensing once more this stream of light with gratitude, giving gratitude for this light coming from the great central sun, through our sun stargate, coming down through our heads, seeing our hair, every follicle being illuminated, seeing this light come down through our throat, across our shoulders, down our arms, and into our hands. And ending back where we began, at our heart space, placing your hand over your heart, feeling that connection, feeling the energy moving through you. Perhaps sensing a lightness, a clarity, a brightness, an openness. That comes from seeing ourselves and others in this divine light through the lens of unconditional love and compassion, allowing for forgiveness and integration. And just taking a deep cleansing breath in. Letting it all go with a sigh. Bringing movement back into your body. Feeling the gratitude. Please, Spirit, please anchor, lock, and seal this healing blessing that we have received, that's in our highest good and the highest good of all involved, for now and for all of eternity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. And I hand the mic back.
Wow. Thank you, Melissa, so much. That was absolutely beautiful, so cleansing, so powerful, and just such a beautiful taste of that living light energy that is really such a powerful tool for activation, for activating our heart, our unconditional love, and bringing that energy into our lives, anchoring it into the planet, into the planetary grids, into the consciousness grids. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. And just for the purpose of, doing this work in a very focused manner, there is the new moon circle coming up where Melissa will guide us through the astrology, through the energies, and a lot of it will be channeled, I'm sure, as well. And it's just an opportunity to take charge of the seed point, creating the next lunar month with this energy, with conscious intent, and bringing this consciousness into everything we do. But we have these seed points always, and the new moon is a seed point, but only if we take it, only if we put our intention to it, only if we claim it, can we then really positively influence the whole month. And this is not to say not to do any shadow work. So the importance of claiming that energy when the month begins and really working consciously with that energy to be full and whole beings, and using these times for intense spiritual work, because that's really all that is important right now. That is what we need to do. And whoever is finding these streams or finding spiritual groups all around the planet, that is what we're doing. We're anchoring this energy. So handing it back to you, Melissa, maybe you can talk a little bit more about the circle of radiance.
Yes. So like I said in the beginning, these circles are truly my healing service that I offer to the community. I love, love, love creating a sacred space and coming together in these group gatherings, because first of all, like it's that much more potent when we gather in circle and we all have this centralized intention, and we are in witness to the energies and to one another. And so, as I said in the beginning, if you're curious and wondering like what sessions with me look like, what these soul alignment sessions look like, what personalized healing transmissions look like, I encourage you to sign up for these circles, because I keep them at that price point that is hopefully accessible to many, many people. And this one coming up on April 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Pacific is going to be extra potent, as it is also the solar eclipse. Not only that, but the lunar nodes squaring Pluto. So this is a very, very, very potent portal of cleansing, purification, shedding, and truly opening up into our next highest version of ourself. And I would really love all of you to be there. And once again, the link is either through the Khora website, khora.co, drmelissacrane.com, or through the link in my bio. And today is the last day to use the Unity coupon code to come in and hold space for just $22. And you'll receive that recording. So tell your friends. We'd love to have you. And I'll hand the mic back to you, Karina. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Melissa. This was amazing as always, and I'm just excited to bring this offering, your offering, our offerings, the community's offerings, with, again, this energy work that is so crucial right now for the planet, and bringing it online, being more public. So like and share. Check out Melissa's YouTube channel as well. That's going to be in the text underneath. And yeah, subscribe to our channels. Go to the Khora website. Check out Melissa's healing circles. There's also recordings from past circles that she's done. She's also the author of a beautiful book called The House, and that's also available on her website as well. And yeah, check back for more updates, and join us in our beautiful community of really heart-based reality creation. That's what we're doing. Love you so much, and I'm gonna stop the recording. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you.